Hey, everybody. On today's episode, we have a really good question from Tim out of Fort Collins. And Tim asks, our house has proven to be a money pit, and we're tired of repairing one thing after another. We're so fed up that we're ready to just sell the place and rent something until we figure out our next move. They want to know, would it be silly for us to become renters again in our 50s? When I return, we'll answer that question for you. Okay, Tim, I don't really think that's a silly question. And I have a lot of clients that ask me that same thing. And it's an interesting strategy because you spend so much time building equity in your house. Now you have a chance to actually free up that equity by selling the house and renting for a little bit. So you could maybe put that equity to work for you in a different capacity. So I don't know if that's a silly question. I actually don't hate the idea. I think it's a good idea. I think it frees up some options for you, gives you some time to figure out if you want to purchase another house. And I have a lot of clients that, they'll end up with, in this day and age, ending up with $500,000 equity in your house is not very tough to achieve. But you just think of all the things that you can do with that $500,000, and maybe renting, isn't the worst thing in the world. And one other component that I think is important to think about is if you want to come into the office and get a no cost, no obligation review of this, we can take that $500,000 equity or whatever dollar amount you have in equity, show you how you can put that money to work for you and possibly make your rent payment for a little bit. So again, a lot of options by selling your house, freeing up that equity, and then buying some time to figure out what you want to do down the road. And if renting is what you want to do, I don't think there's a problem with that. So if anybody on the channel right now or on the show would like to learn more, go ahead and hit like, please, hit subscribe, and give the office a call if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Oliver Asset Management and Creative One Wealth are unaffiliated entities. Licensed insurance professional. This information is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as advice or a recommendation for your specific circumstances. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Insurance product guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing company. We are not affiliated with any government agency and do not provide tax or legal advice.